For half a century, deep space has been an empty stage. The grand opera of human exploration beyond Earth's immediate embrace fell silent. The last footprints left on the lunar surface in 1972 grew cold, preserved in a vacuum, a museum exhibit on a world we no longer visited. The moon, once a destination, became a story we told our children, a grainy black and white memory from a bygone era of giants. It hung in our sky, a beautiful, bright, achingly lonely reminder of what we once dared to do. The silence was profound, a 50-year pause in our cosmic journey. The stars watched, patient and unchanging, as generations were born and lived their lives without a single human venturing into the dark between worlds. But humanity is a restless species. We are born of stardust, and the call of the cosmos is written into our DNA. The silence was never meant to be permanent. It was an intermission, a long breath before the next act. Now, that breath is being released. Tonight, as you look up at that familiar silver disk, know that something has changed. 4 humans are out there, tiny sparks crossing that immense dark gulf. They ride a pillar of fire and dreams, breaking the long silence. After 50 years, we are finally going back. The curtain is rising once more on our greatest adventure. The view from their window is one only a handful have ever seen. Our home shrinks, blue, white, green, suspended in velvet black. It is a fragile jewel. The sun is blinding. The stars are steady points of light. This is not a simulation. This is not a movie. This is real. From here, borders vanish. Our squabbles melt into the seamless beauty of one planet. They carry the hopes of billions, emissaries to the void, reopening a path once thought closed. This grand return is named Artemis, twin to Apollo, goddess of the moon. A fitting successor, but not a repeat of the past. Artemis II is the first step, a crude flight test, a shakedown of Orion. Bold, careful, and absolutely necessary. No landing, but no less significant. Test every critical system, life support, navigation, heat shield, with lives on board. These are not academic questions. The crew's lives depend on the answers. Beyond tech, it is a mission of inspiration after 2 generations. We show dreamers, scientists, engineers, explorers. The path to the stars is open again. Think of Artemis II as a dress rehearsal. Script written, stage set, actors ready. Now run the entire performance. It tests a promise that we are not a one-planet species. The moon as a stepping stone to the solar system. Here is the flight path, a figure 8 around the moon and home again. A machine, no matter how sophisticated, is metal and wires. It is the crew who give it a heart and a soul. Artemis II, a quartet chosen for skill, courage, and dedication. Leading them is the commander. Decades of experience, ultimate responsibility. Alongside the pilot, master of the machine during dynamic phases. Automation helps, but human intuition is irreplaceable. 2 mission specialists, one mind on systems, pressures, temperatures, power, another on science, space environment and the human body. They are people, families at home, mementos floating, communities cheering, a parent planning bedtime stories, a musician humming between worlds. It is this blend of extraordinary skill and ordinary humanity that makes their journey compelling. The journey begins not with silence, but with a roar that shakes the soul. On the launch pad, SLS stands, the most powerful rocket ever built. Atop it, the crew, intense focus, surreal calm, clicks and whirs as systems come alive. Then the call, go for main engine start. A rumble grows into a world-shaking force. With fire and steam, the rocket rebels against Earth. Acceleration presses them deep, immense controlled power. For millions, a man-made sunrise climbs. For the crew, instruments and flickering light as blue fades to black. Engine cut-off, silence, impossible lightness, zero gravity. A dropped pen hangs in mid-air. Bodies learn a new way to exist. A smile, a laugh, a shared look of wonder. They orbit Earth, then the burn that sends them moonward, a precise cosmic slingshot. No longer Earth's satellite, now a vessel of the sun. The 3-day trip is a voyage across a vast empty ocean. Orion is their ship, a small self-contained world. Days shaped by checks, observations, and calls to mission control. Between tasks, the journey sinks in. Earth shrinks from horizon to marble. Bodies adapt. A ballet of slow, deliberate motion. No crumbs, tethered sleep, tools secured. The practical realities of living in space. They adapt. They work. They find simple joy. The moon grows, pale, cratered detail sharper than any photograph. Brilliant highlands, abyssal shadows. First humans in 50 years to see this with their own eyes. Space is not empty. Hum of life support, radio crackle, the sound of breathing. They feel alone, and yet connected to everyone back home. They sail a sea of stars toward a silent, ancient beauty ahead. The climax is the lunar flyby, a free return slingshot home. Low over regolith, ancient mountains and sharp-rimmed craters, they pass behind the moon. Earth disappears. Radio goes silent. The far side, more rugged, heavily cratered, lacking dark Maria. They float in silence, witnessing the moon's secret face for us all. Then, a brilliant light at the edge. Earth rises, barren grey against living blue, an image that transforms. Radio crackles back, voices filled with wonder and a deep love for the blue home awaiting them. They arc for home. While the views are breathtaking, Artemis II is a working mission. Orion is a laboratory in the void, 10 days of critical tests. Every data point builds the future. Life support, scrub CO2, recycle water, navigation and comms, know where you are, speak across vast distances, manual maneuvers, test thruster responsiveness for future dockings. Beyond hardware, deep space tests the body, radiation exposure, heart, muscles, bones. These readings shape better shielding for Moon and Mars. Human element, emergency drills, problem solving, psychology of isolation, teamwork, communication, resilience, evaluated like any hardware. In the end, the most important system on any spacecraft is the crew. The journey home is the fastest and most dangerous. Gravity accelerates Orion to nearly 25,000 miles per hour, about 7 miles per second. At that velocity, the atmosphere is a wall, shedding speed as heat, a blinding inferno of orange and yellow plasma. G-load returns. A communications blackout severs the link. They are on their own, trusting the ablative shield, burning away layer by layer. After peak heating, speed falls dramatically. At the right altitude, drogues deploy to stabilize. Then 3 massive mains unfurl, red and white over a blue ocean. A gentle jolt. The windows show a calm ocean rushing up. With a definitive splash, Orion lands in the Pacific. Exhausted, triumphant, waves lap the hull. Sunlight floods the windows. Recovery arrives. The hatch opens. Cool, salty air. They face the void and the fire, bringing ship, knowledge and story safely home. Splashdown is not an ending. It is a spectacular beginning. With Orion and SLS proven, the stage is set for Artemis III. Artemis III will land humans, including the first woman and the first person of color, on the moon's south pole. Permanently shadowed craters may hold ancient water ice, science and resource. Water becomes air to breathe, and critically, rocket fuel. Gateway, a small station orbiting the moon, command post, lab, and staging point. On the ground, Artemis Base Camp, habitats, rovers, power systems for long stays. The moon is our proving ground to learn, to use local resources, to protect ourselves. Every lesson and technology points to the next giant leap, a crewed mission to Mars. Artemis is not just about going back, it is how we learn to leave Earth for good and become multiplanetary. This is about more than a single mission. It is about us. An unquenchable spirit pushes us over the next hill, across the next ocean, into the sky. For 50 years, that spirit seemed dormant in deep space, until Artemis II. It reminds us, we are explorers, builders, dreamers, not one person or one nation, but hundreds of thousands around the world. In an age of division, Artemis is unity, shared aspirations realized. We watch them float with Earth behind. We see awe at the moon. Their courage inspires. Their safe return brings relief and pride. They are our representatives. Their journey is our journey. Next time you look up, know, the moon is a destination again, a province of humanity. Artemis II bridges heroes of the past to explorers of the future. It is the moment we remembered how to walk to the stars, and that the journey has just begun. We are star seekers. We are voyagers. After a long pause, our shared adventure among the worlds is underway again. A pillar of fire, faces upturned, the moon growing in the window. In the immense dark, 4 sparks of life cross the gulf. For all of us, Artemis, the promise that the path to the stars is open once more. Join the journey.